Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking NENE leaks, y'all. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some housekeeping items, some meat and potato items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram, on the Instagrammies at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to hit the like button so it gets out into the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes. And do not forget, whether you are coming or going, to hit the like button. So as y'all know, NENE finally dropped her second episode of the NENE Leak Show. There's a new beautiful set and everything, and hopefully things will be like more on a consistent basis. She'll have more guests and all the things. In this video, I'm going to talk about her Real Housewives of Atlanta related comments of it all, because it was interesting what she had to say. So she did mention that she liked Shamia. She liked what Shamia brings to the show. She felt that Shamia is a good addition, and she likes the fact that Shamia has real money, has real wealth, has like a really nice home and all of the things. And so I'm trying to figure out, amongst all the peaches, like as many seasons as Shamia has been around y'all, how many of y'all like knew for real that like Shamia was popping outside of PORSHA and KANDI? Because it seems like it's pretty much a shock to a lot of peach holders that have been around her in the past, that they didn't know that she was balling like that, that they didn't know she was successful like that. So I found that to be a little bit interesting, right? And I'm not saying these people needed to be best friends off camera, but it's just interesting that they had no clue to the extent that Shamia was successful. And NENE also said that she likes the fact that Shamia works, because she says, you know, it doesn't matter how much money somebody's significant other has, whether he's a billionaire or multimillionaire, whatever, that you should always have your own. You should always have your own, because you never know what can happen, right? And you should never be a situation where you are ever dependent upon a man, because that is giving him all the control. That is allowing him to control all of the purse strings. Now, that I do agree with. I feel like somebody should always have their own, no matter what. Whether you're single, whether you are married or whatever. Like, I remember my parents told me before I went away to college, they were like, make sure you get a degree in a field to where you're always going to have a job. Make sure you get a degree in a field that you're always going to have a job. Make sure you have a career to where no matter what, whether you're married or single, whatever, you can afford your own home, you can afford your own bills and all of that. So I kind of took it to the extreme, but nonetheless, that stuck with me, and ever since, like, I've just been hustling. I've been working like crazy. So nonetheless, I agree with what NENE has said. NENE also made a comment as well. She threw some shade at Kandi Burruss, y'all. She threw shade at Kandi Burruss. This thing with Kandi is not going to stop. I don't know if NENE's now mad about Kandi in every interview, saying I'm the longest tenured Real Housewives of Atlanta peach holder. I don't know if that's what has her in a tizzy. But, when she was on there with the lady that does the editing for the Neighborhood Talk, I believe, I'm so sorry, I don't remember your name right now. But nonetheless, she asked her, okay, who would you rather have, sing for you? And the options were Ashley Darby, who just butchered, Killing Me Softly at whatever the Good Day DC TV show thought that they were doing. And then she had the audacity to perform it again at like a nightclub in DC. No. You did enough damage the first time, and not in a good way. And so they asked, would you rather, NENE, Ashley Darby sing or Kandi Burruss sing? And NENE said Ashley Darby. No. What? maybe they should have asked who they would have rather, songwrite, Kandi Burruss or somebody else. But I feel like NENE still would have chose the other person. I just don't think they like each other. I don't think they see it for each other. They see each other. And I don't know. I don't know if NENE just feels like Kandi's tried to but I never felt like Kandi was trying to overtake Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I don't know if that's the source of the beef, or maybe NENE feels that Kandi was a part of the reason that, NENE wasn't able to come back to the show, or maybe she feels that there was an alliance against her. I don't know. But she is not here for Kandi. Whatever nice, nasty relationship they have, or whatever pretend to, say hi and bye to each other in public, that is the extent of that. There is not going to be anything long-term that is ever going to take place as far as the two of them are concerned. She also speaks on what went down with Kenya and Britt. Now, I'm not sure too much on her opinion as far as, what actually took place, but I did hear in the clip pretty much she feels as though it's going to be a huge loss with Kenya gone from the show, that Kenya brings a lot to the show, and that she's a driving force of a lot of drama, of a lot of content for the other ladies, for the other peach holders as it pertains to the show. Now, I find this interesting because isn't this the same NENE who said that Kenya has declassed the show? And she said on the Breakfast Club that Kenya causes, a lot of discomfort amongst Black women with some of her antics. So this is interesting that now she's saying, oh, this is a huge loss that there's not Kenya. Remember, but her little sis, or former little sis, PORSHA, is still on the show, right? And her sometimes good friend, if they renewed the friend contract, Cynthia's still on the show, right? So NENE's like, well, I wonder how they're going to move forward. I wonder where they're going to go from here. And she said, basically, she said, this is why I think they brought back PHAEDRA. They brought back PHAEDRA because things were not giving the way that they needed to give. And they needed PHAEDRA back to come and help save the show, y'all. And I was like, wow, NENE just, she just went there. NENE just went there, and NENE just said it, y'all. She just said it and said that PHAEDRA is there to bring the show back to life, to save the season and all of the things. So we will have to see how that goes when PHAEDRA comes back, if she gives what people think she is going to give, or if it is going to be a replay of what she did not give on Married to Medicine, except for confessional shade. So we will see about that. And then she also was asked about PORSHA, y'all. She was asked about PORSHA. She was asked in terms of, hey, you've spent a lot of time with PORSHA and Simon. Y'all did a lot of double dates and all this and that. Like, do you feel that PORSHA and Simon were genuine? And NENE says that she feels that it was genuine love from Simon's part, y'all. NENE. I listen, NENE. Didn't you attend those weddings too? Didn't y'all attend those weddings? What is good, man? What is good? Are you out here just, are you planning for embryos with people you're not really into? Or is that going to be a part of the gold digger strategy? Like, I'm just confused. But what is gold digging with somebody who's scamming? I don't get it. Allegedly, right? So, nonetheless, here's my take, y'all. I feel that this was a scheme set up by Todd. I feel this was a scheme set up by Todd. Like, as far as Porsha's marriage goes, I think due to the timing of it all, I feel like PORSHA was on some get back with Dennis, right? I feel like she really loves Dennis. I think she still has a soft spot for Dennis. I don't know whether or not they're still hooking up on the low. I don't know. I just know he's very comfortable at Simon's house. So I just know he's very comfortable. Comes and goes he pleases. Even if PORSHA allegedly has him blocked for the millionth time on the Instagrammies or whatever. I think ultimately PORSHA wanted her get back. at Dennis and basically wanted to move on with anyone, no matter who it was, no matter whose alleged husband it was, and wanted to show Dennis that another man can marry me and treat me good or whatever, and do the things that you did not do, right? And I think she did that to make Dennis feel a certain way, to get back at him for cheating on her while she was pregnant. I think she wanted to prove to him that she could move on, she could hurry up and marry somebody that was rich and successful, and all of the things, and live the lifestyle, live the soft life that Porsha had wanted. And then I felt as well, she wanted to bring Dennis onto her spinoff show to kind of rub it in his face. And so then Dennis was being petty by bringing somebody on the show as a date to also be petty, right? To match the petty. And then things, of course, obviously have escalated, you know, in terms of, you know, with Dennis's mom and everything else, Porsha almost wanting to fight her and everything. But I still feel like it was all to get attention out of Dennis, to get a reaction out of Dennis. And if you're over Dennis, why do you care if Dennis brings somebody or is involved with somebody, right? So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Porsha is still in love with Dennis? Do you think she's still trying to get back with him? Do you think that they're secretly still together? Do you think that she has genuine love for Simon, or she just saw Simon as a paycheck and a multimillionaire and all the things? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of NENE's comments about KANDI having rather Ashley Darby sing than KANDI sing for her? Let me know what y'all think about our comments about Kenya and Shamia in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.